Welcome Etsy sellers. I've got critical updates for you today. 3 separate updates. You need to watch all of this video, not for my benefit, for your benefit. Literally big parts of your Etsy business are at stake here. Please listen to everything. So the first of the 3 parts that I need to explain, some European countries, they're coming up on your screen now, are suspending shipping of packages and parcels into the United States. On your screen now are the countries, the dates and the postal services. It's Finland, Posty, 22nd of August, Belgium, BP Post, that's on the 23rd of August, Norway, Post and Bring, that's the 23rd of August, Sweden, Post Nord, 23rd of August, Denmark, Post Nord, 23rd of August, and the UK Royal Mail are working to have a solution available for the 29th of August for account holders and non-account holders to provide a service to be able to ship parcels and packages to the United States. Apparently, they're working round the clock to get this done by the 29th of August. It's like a morbid game of chicken, you know? I get why companies and postal services, some don't even know this is happening, but with Trump and his nature and the way that he turns around on things, people still aren't sure whether this is actually going to go through, even though it's been signed off as the de minimis is ending on the 29th of August. But it's serious, okay? So if you're in those countries, you need to know that information. And over the coming days, it may transpire that other countries also decide to suspend shipping parcels and packaging via postal services to the US. One more thing about the Royal Mail, they say they're going to do calculated pricing. They're not going to do the $80 to $200 fee from what I can gather. So this is really important news. If there's any other updates from other countries, I will do another video on all of this to keep you all posted. But this is really serious now. On top of that, the second thing, now this blows my mind. Buried away in the Seller Handbook, Etsy has released an update for Etsy shipping labels. What Etsy says is coming up on your screen now. I will read it to you as well. It is as follows. Effective August the 25th, Etsy will be suspending shipping label purchases on Etsy for Australia Post, Canada Post, Every and Royal Mail for US bound packages. Now I understand why Etsy is doing this. This whole situation is a nightmare and the administration of this is a nightmare. But the way Etsy has delivered this seller changing news buried away in the handbook is frankly appalling. It should be in a banner message in front of everyone's shop manager. This is really important. Etsy knows who buys shipping labels. It at least should be given to those sellers. No one's going to see this message in the handbook. Literally nobody. Luckily, people like me are able to put the information out so that more of you get to know what's going on. So again, huge change to what's going on right now in reflection of the tariffs. So, not great, really not great. The third part of this video, Etsy also very quietly has made a really big SEO update. And once again, I understand the good intention of this update. But the way Etsy delivers and talks about it is completely, in my view, wrong. So in this third part, I need to go into my computer and show you. Please watch this part. It is very important because Etsy is telling you to do something and it is a very bad idea if you do it. And I implore you not to do anything until we actually see what, if any, effect these SEO changes actually have. Usually it's minimal or no effect at all. But if you do the change that Etsy's asking you to do, it could have a catastrophic, and I'm not saying this lightly, a catastrophic effect on your listings and sales. So let's jump into my computer. I'm going to walk you through this update and highlight the problems in this. And as I say, the best advice is wait Don't do what Etsy's saying in this piece of the seller handbook. It could cause huge problems for your store. Let's get in there and I'll show you. Okay, so here we are in the seller handbook, and don't worry, I'm going to put all the links in the description of this video, along with the links for the European countries suspending the postal services. I will send you links in the description so you can check that as well. So this sneaky little update came out yesterday, and it's new guidance for listing titles and a tool to help. So basically they're giving you new instructions for how to title your products, and an AI tool, I'm pretty certain it's AI, I think it's AI, to help write your titles, okay? So let's just briefly understand what they're trying to do. So basically what they're trying to do is this: why clear titles matter. Okay, this is true, right? When you're writing your titles, we want them to be easy to understand, to convey the information about the product we want the customer to know. And lots of methods for SEO are not clear. It's words jumbled together all over the place, no commas, no spaces. I understand this is good. Customers want to know what they're buying. They don't want to be looking at the title and guessing, right? But this is a great sort of problem to solve, okay? SEO titles should be short, concise, and do the job. There's no need, there shouldn't be a need to fill all 140 characters. If you want to use 60 or 80, it should be fine, right? But here's the problem, okay? And this is what I want you to all really, really listen to. This. Why should I update my listing titles now, okay? Etsy is saying this: the search system has evolved to take a more holistic view of your listing overall. It's checking more parts of your listing to connect items with the right buyers. And it's saying whilst the title is still important, it doesn't need to do all the work. Well, it never did do all the work. It's only ever been part of the work. But here's my problem, okay? Don't do this. Do not update your listing titles now, okay? Don't do it. Just wait and see what, if anything, happens in your store. If you see sales starting to go down and you don't know why, and you could then maybe shine a light on SEO. It's highly unlikely. Etsy wants us to make our titles clearer, but if you update listings that sell, I work with people that do sort of 50, 60, 70 orders a day. If they update titles on their listings, they could completely destroy the performance of that listing. And the same goes for you. Do not update any listings that are selling, bestsellers, anything that's popular. Just keep doing your SEO as you are doing it for now. Okay? This is the first update that Etsy have released where they're saying very specifically, basically, shorten your titles because we are now focusing on clarity and relevance. And, it's a big change on paper, but actually, I don't think it's going to make much difference at the moment, and I don't want you guys to jump in and make these changes when it could really, really harm your store. So you see here, this is the guidance, right? It's basically saying these two, noun and objective descriptors, keep them. So colors, what the item is, which is what you should be doing anyway. This is what I've always taught you, right? Always do these, okay? But now they're saying, take out stuff like gift for him, birthday present, personalized gift, beautiful, perfect, all this sort of stuff, right? And not to repeat words. Well, yeah, you shouldn't be repeating words anyway. Again, this is something that I've always taught you all. But what I'm saying to you is don't start swapping this stuff out and changing on selling listings, okay? Keep it as it is. Let's wait, as always with Etsy, wait and see what happens. Okay? Let's wait and see before we start making changes to protect our income. Okay? There's a YouTube video there if you want to look at this AI tool. I strongly advise you not to touch it at the moment. Etsy are probably going to hate me for this, but the problem I've got here, the reason why I'm telling you this, the back-end staff in Etsy, the people who know the algorithm, do not talk to the front-end staff. Because if they did, they would never be telling you to do this. It's not safe to update listing titles on listings that sell. It simply isn't safe. And Etsy back-end staff, the developers and the people who know the algorithm, they definitely don't talk to the marketing staff and the staff that write the seller handbook. So please, please don't do any of this for now. Let's just wait and see. As always, if you want to work with me, don't wait, don't guess. The Book It Now button's coming up on your screen that takes you to a booking form to book a one-to-one free Zoom call with me to discuss how in paid consultations and mentoring I can help you with your Etsy business. I look forward to catching you in the comments and catching you in the consultations. Cheers.